I'd like to get us started off with some marching today. All right. So I'd like to get my timer started for about 30 seconds here. How's my lighting? Pretty good. All right. So 30 seconds for marching here today, and then we'll go into a pretty good shoulder workout following. All right. We'll get started here in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. There we go. And remember, try to keep the arm pump with the leg raise. If you want to make it tougher, try to bring those knees up a little higher, get the heart rate up. My heart rate's already up a little higher this morning. I saw some of the questions for the stat exam that's due tomorrow night, and I'm a little nervous already. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Awesome. All right, now I want to go into our 3-way shoulder workout here. All right, so I'm going to get us started off with our vertical arm reaches. So I'll back up a little bit. And all I'm going to do is just reach up for the ceiling. All right, alternating arms. And I'm going to try to reach everything up, my fingers all the way up high. We'll go for 30 seconds here. Go ahead and start. There we go. And then remember, if we lean back slightly, if we lean our torso and our chest back, we can get the chest opened up a little bit here as well. There we go. Just kind of turning in the direction of my arm raise.
Where's my other little red one? I had it at the top of the stairs to bring down, and I can't find it. Huh.
3, 2, 1. Relax. There we go. All righty. So I'd like to move on to our arm circles here. Okay, so we're going to get both directions, getting gradually bigger as we go. I like to get 20 seconds for each set here. All right, so we're going to get started in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? There we go. Just 20 seconds on the arm circle here. Going forward. And let's get larger and larger as we go. There we go. Very nice. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good. All right. I always like to let my arms just kind of dangle after that kind of a warm up there. And then we're going to go for 20 more seconds in the other direction. All right. Go ahead and get started here in the other direction. There we go. Very nice. I'm already getting warm. I'm going to have to turn the fan on. Probably doesn't help. It's going to be 90 some today. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good. All righty. So we have got our frontal, sagittal, our side to side, and then we need to get our transverse. All right. So we're going to get our arm swings here. Okay. We're going to open up the chest. Remember to pinch those shoulders back when you get the opportunity. All right. We're going to go for 30 seconds on this one here in 3, 2, and 1. There we go. There we go. Pinch those shoulders back. When you're opening that chest up, this becomes a good front and back stretch here. Chest and upper back. Should wrap up this before I do this one. Keeps whipping me in the back there. There we go. Now keep on moving. I'm going to check my timer. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Very good. Okay. So this next one here is going to be a little more of a lat warm up. It's going to get us ready to go for one of our workouts. And it's going to be very similar to our arm circles, except we're going to start off in a very large range of motion. All right. So what I'm going to do here, I'll set my stopwatch down for a second here. I'm going to start off with my arms reaching up to the ceiling. And I'll show you from the side what I'm going to do here is I'm going to swing them down, reach back, and then I'm going to kind of let them dangle and bring them up. All right, so we don't want to go straight from here to here too quickly. All right, so take your time, All right, bring them down and then bring them up nice and slow. Let them dangle for a little bit if you want. We're gonna do that one for about 45 seconds here. All right, that way you can get plenty of reps in, trying to get this area of the back up. So when we come down here, all right, we wanna really reach back and pinch those shoulders back as well. We're gonna try to get that middle back warmed up here. All right, I'm gonna set the timer for 45 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? There we go. Starting up high. Bring it down low. Take your time coming back up. All right. Starting up high. Coming down low. All right. Take your time coming back up. Really pinch those shoulders back when you're bringing those arms back. It's like the reverse of the backstroke in swimming. All right, getting the latissimus dorsi muscles on both sides warmed up here. Trying to mimic the movement that we're going to be doing later. Let me check my time. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Very good. So yeah, that's an exercise. It's like the arm circles. It's the same plane of motion, all right? But we don't want to go so continuous. We don't want to be flapping our arms around too fast in that one, all right? Now, the next exercise I'd like to go to is going to be our RDL, all right? Now, we can do this with weight, without weight. We can do it with the band if we want to. Remember, if we go with the band, we have the opportunity to work on our double leg stance anchor, all right? Now, I'll add a little bit of resistance here if we want to have that for our warm-up, but I'm just going to do 10 RDLs here, all right? I'm actually going to go without the weight. I just want to show you that anchor so that if you wanted it, your mind is refreshed on how to set that one up, all right? But no matter what your choice is here, I want to knock out 10 RDLs in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? I'm coming down to mid-shin and back up. That's 1. Coming back down and up. That's 2, 3, 4. Getting a good stretch here on the way down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. So that's very similar to a warm-up that I love to do for my tennis athletes called the good morning stretch, right? Typically we have a PVC pipe that we hold on our back like this, all right? But I think as long as we're getting the RDL movement correct, we're getting a great hamstring stretch that's similar to that good morning stretch here. All right, so these next 2 stretches I actually want to do from a chair. All right, this first, because it's going to lead us into our first superset here. That's going to be very chair oriented. All right, if we want it to be. So I'm going to change my angle. And what I want to do here is we worked on this muscle once this summer so far. It's almost July. And we've worked on this muscle group once. It's the anterior part of the lower leg. All right, so the tibialis anterior muscle is the biggest one that comes to my mind. And essentially what I'm going to do is I am going to, hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm just sitting in my chair and I am trying to raise my toes up to the ceiling. And if you notice, maybe I should turn to the side here. All right, hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Yell at me if you can't. But I'm just leaving my heels on the floor and just raising my toes up to the ceiling. All right, I want to go for a little bit longer time than we normally do. We're going to go for 45 seconds for this one. All right, so go ahead and find your chair. Go ahead and try those toe raises here for 45 seconds. Go ahead. And this is a volume exercise. So what that means is you're not going to feel the muscle really starting to work after the first 3, 4, 5 reps. This is the kind of thing that you're going to have to do repeatedly and get some get a voluminous number of reps here. This is a little mini workout that our track coach gave to anybody who found themselves with shin splints during the track season. I've never had shin splints, I'm lucky, but I've heard that they are painful. 3, 2, 1, relax. Good. All right, so I would like to do the reverse movement. All right, so when we leave our heel on the ground, we bring our toes up. That is called dorsiflexion. All right, so we're bending the ankle and the dorsal side of the foot is coming up. Now I'd like to do plantar flexion. So now the ankle is moving again, but the plantar or bottom of our foot here is now going to be moving. All right, so we're just going to lift a leg up. What I'm doing here is just lifting one leg up, all right, and I am pointing my toe to the floor. All right, so we're getting an isometric contraction with our quadricep here, and we're getting our calf muscle warmed up this way. All right, and we don't have to have our foot too high up off the ground. If we've already started, go ahead and keep going. I'm going to have us do for 30 seconds on each leg here. All right, go ahead and start. Got the isometric contraction from the quadricep, which is allowing my foot to come up, and that gives me the room to dip my toe. All right, and we're not looking for any larger range of motion than you're comfortable with. I want you to keep comfortable here. Don't go to a point of any pain. 3, 2, 1, relax. Good. Now I'll go ahead and switch sides here so you can see what I'm doing on this leg again. All right, I'm gonna lift my leg up and I'm gonna dip my toe. All right, we're testing the water in the pool. Go ahead. Go ahead for 30 seconds on this other leg here. Get that quadricep working. Testing the water in the pool today. I think it'd be a good day to go to the pool. It's gonna be a hot one. It's supposed to be hot all week. I hear my ankle cracking when I move my ankle. 3, 2, 1, relax. Good. All righty. So I'd like to move into our first superset. Now, like I said, this first one's going to be very chair-oriented if we want it to be. All right. We have the option of sitting or standing. And what I want to start off with is our upper body exercise here, which is going to be our overhead press with our implement of choice. So we can be seated here and we can have our weight. We can have no weight, but we're just going to be pressing up to the ceiling and back down. All right. We can also do this standing. We can also do it alternating. So one arm at a time. All right, we're going to get 10 reps together. If you go alternating, you're going to get 5 on each arm, so that way we stay synced up with each other. If we want to use the resistance band as our implement of choice for the overhead press, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually make my rear end become the anchor. I'm going to sit on the middle of the band. Maybe we remember this one from earlier this summer. I'm going to wrap up a little excess for myself, and then I'm going to do the same motion as I would if I had weights. Going to press up and back down. All right, totally your choice. We're going to get 10 reps together once we get to that one. All right, now the lower body set that I'd like to add is going to be quadricep focused. It is going to be our, let me scoot back. It's going to be our double leg seated extension. All right, so if you're going seated with the overhead press, you don't have to go anywhere at all, and you're already set up for our lower body exercise. All right, so I'm just going to bring both my legs up together and bring them back down. That would be 1. Now, if we want to go to more of a standing exercise, I'm going to get my legs set up here nice and wide, keeping my knees even with my toes. I'm going to go to my sit to stand. All right, let me change the angle there. So I'm just going to be Really careful when I come down. I don't want to miss that edge of that chair. All right, we don't want anybody to fall on the floor. All right, just driving my feet into the ground and coming up. We're going to get 10 reps of that exercise as well. All right, so 10 and 10, 3 sets for each. I would like for us to get started with our overhead press first. All right, so if you remember, you can go with weight, without weight, with your band, or you can go seated, standing. You can go alternating. I want you to be aware of all of those options today. Can't seem to pick a camera angle today. Sorry about that. There we go. All right, so I want to get ourselves set and ready to go. Oh, shoot, oh man, I forgot. This class doesn't have a lot of rotator cuff individuals. I know some of their classes do, which is why I added this. If we're a little wary of our overhead movement, we can go with a lateral raise. All right, totally forgot that alternative. All right, I have a couple rotator cuff people in later classes, and I put that in there for them. I should give it to you as well, just in case. All right, totally my bad, forgot that. Okay, so we have that option too. Hopefully we remember all those choices. But I'd like to get us started with 10 reps here. In 3, 2, and 1. Ready? So I'm pressing straight up and coming back down. That's 1. All right, coming back up. If we got that lateral raise, coming up and back down, that's 2. Should be able to stay in sync. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. All right, so now our lower body choice, we've either got our double leg extension or our sit to stand. All right, we're going to get 10 reps together in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Coming up and back down. That's 1. Back up and back down. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There we go. All right, let's move back to our upper body set here. I like to go slower for those of you who are doing the sit to stand. I don't want that to turn into a cardio workout too much. I don't want anybody getting lightheaded. And I've had that happen before where I get up too fast and I'm lightheaded, so I like to count a little slower on that one. Let's get 10 reps on this overhead press choice or lateral raise. All right, in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. All right, so once again, let's transition to our lower body choice here. Sit to stand or double leg raise. I'm going to go sit to stand here this time. All right. Either way, we're getting 10 reps here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Coming up and back down. That's 1, 2, 3. Sorry, my chair's squeaky. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Very good. All righty. So we got one last set on our upper body for this superset. All right. I'm going to do the lateral raise this time. All right. Just kind of getting all the options in here today, okay? We're gonna get 10 reps together, no matter which one you choose here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Should have changed my angle. And back down, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. All righty, so we will still need the resistance band if you chose it for that one. We'll still need it for a couple supersets to go, but let's knock out this, this last set of our lower body choice here. All right, I'm gonna go back with the sit to stand here. All right, we're gonna get 10 reps together in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Coming up and back down, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Very nice. All right, I'm going to take this opportunity to count you all quickly, just in case anybody came in late. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Good number. All righty. So this next superset is going to have a very familiar exercise that I know we've all done 1,000 times. All right, it's going to be our calf raise. Okay, haven't worked on our calves in my sessions at least for a little while, so I want to reintroduce that one. Okay, so just going to find a chair or a wall. We can even be out in open space if we want, but we're just going to drive our toes into the floor, push our bodies up to the ceiling, and we're going to come back down. All right, I want to do 15 of those reps there on that calf raise. Okay, 15 calf raises. And then the next exercise that I want to pair with that calf raise is going to be a lat exercise that we've done once before. All right, I'll actually change my angle. So to do this lat exercise, we're going to need our resistance band here, okay? And I'm going to set up a staggered stance anchor on the floor. Now, this is going to be exactly like every single other staggered stance anchor that we've ever set up together. All right, but this time, I'm going to try to make sure that the band is underneath more my toes than the middle of my foot. All right, so a little more with the toe there. All right, I'm going to fix my angle. And I like to do these ones from the side so you can see, you have that point of view of what I'm doing here, okay? Essentially, I'm going to wrap up some excess for myself. Essentially, it's going to be the same thing as the weirder arm swing that we did earlier, all right, where we are pushing back against a resistance that's going to work this lat muscle in here, all right? So I would like us to push our hands back, pinch those shoulders, and then come back to the start. That's 1 rep, all right? So I'd like to do 10 of those reps. I apologize if I can't keep them straight. I got 15 reps for one set, 10 reps for the other. So I'll try my best to remember which number to count to, all right? But since we might already be set up with our lat pullback here, I'd like to actually start with that one, all right? That's how I have it in my plan. All right, so we're going lat pullback with the resistance band first, and then we're gonna go calf raise second, okay? And we're just getting 10 reps here to start. We'll get started here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Going behind me, keep those arms straight, and back in, that's 1. Pinch those shoulders back, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. All right, so I'm going to set that off to the side. Let's knock out 15 calf raises together here. All right, I'm not even going to change my angle here. Okay, I'd like to knock out 15 of these in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Coming up and back down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Very good. It's really good to get a high number of reps on that calf raise. A lot of those muscle fibers in your calf are slow twitch, which means they have to be able to last a long time. They're for your posture. They keep you upright. All right, so we want to be able to make those muscles strong over a long period of time. All right, I'm setting up my lat pullback anchor. I'll show you again, staggered stance. Have the band underneath the toes here, more than the middle of the foot. And we're going to knock out 10 reps here. All right, keep those arms straight, pinch those shoulders back. We're going to get started here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Pulling it back and back in. That's 1. Really pinch those shoulders. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. All righty. Now let's go back to our calf raise here for 15 reps. We're just knocking these sets out. Boom, boom, boom. All right, we'll get 15 reps here in 3, 2, 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Very good. All right, we got one last set on these pullbacks here. Let me check the time. Doing great on time. Perfect. All righty, setting up my staggered stance anchor with the toes here. There we go. And we're going to knock out our last 10 reps together in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. All right. Last time we did that exercise, I had us do 15, and that was a mistake. I ended up doing 135 of those that day. Wasn't a good idea. All right. Let's get 15 reps on this calf raise to finish up here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Very nice. Alrighty, so I will explain our last superset here, give us a little bit of time to catch our breath if we need to. But I want to, again, kind of go with this theme of, working muscle groups that we don't work a ton in my sessions. So we worked on the front of the lower leg, that tibialis anterior today. All right, I'd actually like to go into the forearms again. All right, something that we haven't done for a little while. So we're going to go into our little mini wrist circuit here. All right, mini wrist circuit. So if you recall, we had the option of going with weight, without weight. All right, and I want to show us how we can do that with the band today as well. Excuse me. If we want to do our mini wrist circuit with the band, there's 2 of them out of the 3 that we're going to be able to do. All right. One of them you might want weight, but I'm going to set up a double leg anchor here. Okay. Double leg anchor, hopefully you can see. And I'm essentially just going to use the handles of the band to do a wrist curl. All right, so it's just like the bicep curl, except now it's just a different joint. All right, so we got the wrist involved. Then when we relax from that one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the orientation of my hands. It's going to turn into a reverse curl. All right, so we're getting the extensors in there. And we can still do this with the type of band that doesn't have the handles. All right, so if we want to see this, all right, it's going to be a little different. All right, you're going to have the resistance more on one side of the hand if you have that type of band that's without the handles, but you can still get that movement done. If you'd rather go with the weight instead, by all means, go ahead and do that instead. So we've got the curl and the reverse curl, and those are ones that we do for time, not number of reps. So if you remember right, I set us up for about 20 seconds, I think it was, for each of those little exercises. And that was 2 out of the 3. So the third one I want to do is one where it might not be the best with the band, but it's going to be the twist. All right. So we're going to be getting a lot of those supinators, pronator muscles in the forearm here. All right. And that's one where you might want to have the weight instead. All right. So I'm going to leave that up to you. Okay. Now the lower body set that I want to add to this is going to be the RDL. All right. So I'm glad that we were able to get a good break from doing the RDL over and over. I found some posterior chain exercises for us to do, but I think now we can go back to this one. So essentially same thing, keep the back straight. We're going to knock out 10 reps of that together once we get through the mini wrist circuit. All right. So I'm going to go with the band today. All right. For the mini wrist circuit, for the curls and the reverse curls. All right, we're going to be doing those for 20 seconds here. So it's going to be a little cumbersome for me to hold my timer, but I can get it done. All right, so remember with weight, without weight band, we're going to get 20 seconds here in 3, 2, and 1. There we go, just curling that palm up toward your body, just like the bicep curl. Getting those forearm flexors involved here. 3, 2, 1, relax. All right, go ahead and switch. If you got the weight, you just got to turn your hands around. All right, if you're going with the band here, going to be a little bit more work. All right, but now we can go with our reverse curl. All right, for 20 seconds here, go ahead. There we go. So this is getting those wrist extensors. All right, wrist extensors. All right, 3, 2, 1, relax, good. All right, now we got the twists, so we might not want the band for that one, okay? But with our weight here, whatever we want, we're gonna get 20 seconds here in 3, 2, and 1, ready? So we're just twisting those hands. There's a lot of muscles that are specifically in our body just to do these motions. All right, I think it's good that we're including them. There you go. It's like we're turning the key to get into our house. That's what you can think of as turning the key. That's what we'll call it. 3, 2, 1, relax. Good. All right, so we've gotten our mini wrist circuit here. I'd like to move to our RDL. All right, so we can go with weight, without, whatever we want. We're gonna knock out 10 reps here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Coming down and back up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There we go. All right, so I'm going to go without the band here. I think it's still a great option if you're not trying to hold a stopwatch. All right, so I just wanted to show us how we can do that with the band still. All right, I'm going to go just with my hands here for this next little mini wrist circuit. Okay, so we're going to get our wrist curl here in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. There we go. Get those wrist flexors going. There we go. Let me check my timer. Still got plenty of time left. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Very good. Let's get the reverse here. Ready? Go ahead. Getting the extensors. This is the one that I couldn't do with the 10 pounds last time we did this one. 10 pounds is a little much for my left wrist. Like we're revving up the motorcycle. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good. All right, and then we'll knock out the twist. All right, turning the key here in 3, 2, and 1. All righty. Very good. We're even getting a little bit of an isometric hold in our biceps here as well, because our biceps are what's keeping our hands from just falling to our thighs. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good. All right, we'll knock out our second set of our RDL here. Okay, we're gonna get 10 reps in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. All right, now I want to go a little faster through our wrist circuit, so we're going to go from exercise to exercise here. All right, 20, 20, 20 here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Wrist curl, 20 seconds. There we go. Be a total of a minute here of wrist work. There we go. And we're going to flip our hands over in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and flip, reverse curl. There we go. Now you all keep going. I'm going to stop on this hand so I can see the time. We're going to flip our hands again. 3, 2, 1. Going into the twist. Going into the twist. There we go. Hopefully those forearm muscles are burning there. Turning that key. Almost done. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good. All righty. Now let's knock out this last superset with our last set of RDL. All right, and then we'll move on to our cool down here. We're going to get started in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. All right, let's take a second here. We can get some water if we need to. Catch our breath if we need to. All right. Heck, we might even be able to do some progressive muscle relaxation today if we want to. We've got the time for it. When we come back here, I'll give us about 10 more seconds here. I'd like to go into our cool down next. And this first one that we'll do here in a few seconds, all right, is going to be our arm reach across, all right? So just a really good way to cool down those shoulders, which we worked extensively today, especially in the first part of the workout, all right? So if we remember our arm reach across here, we want to pick an arm here, and we're going to pinch the shoulder back first, and then we're going to bring that arm across. All right, we're going to get both arms for 30 seconds here. Go ahead. There we go. Let's remember to breathe. I like to kind of walk around a little bit while I'm holding a standing stretch like this. Kind of distracts me from what I'm doing a little bit. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Very nice. All right, we'll go ahead and get the other arm here in 3, 2, and 1. There we go. Hopefully we got that shoulder pinch in there. Doesn't have to be a big pinch. We don't have to be doing this and then pull on. Just gonna be a nice little pinch and then pull across. Keep that breathing. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Very good. All right, now I'm going to be mean to you guys again. I'm going to make you do the back scratch test here. All right, I can't make you do anything, but I'm going to highly encourage that we do the back scratch test here again. All right, so I want to bring that arm up and over whichever arm you want, really, up and over the head. Bring the other one down and around. All right, we got 30 seconds here. Here we go. Keep that breathing here. We got one arm overhead that's going to change the pressure gradients around our lungs. We want to keep that breathing. Check my time. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Very good. Let's go ahead and switch sides here. All right, bring in the other arm up and over. Other one down and around. 30 seconds here. Go ahead. Very nice. Hopefully we feel that in the shoulders. Let me check my timer. Keep stretching, keep stretching, keep stretching. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Very good. All right. Now this next one here is going to be a little different. You might have done it before. I don't know how unique it is, but I know that it's new to me here. It's going to be our wall lat stretch. So I'm going to move on to the side of the wall here next to Kramer. He'll be my stretching buddy again. All right. Let me get back to you guys on my screen here. There we go. Okay, so this one, we're going to be facing the wall straight on. All right, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in a nice bent position, almost like we're going to be doing our side steps and our monster walks from our warm-ups before. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place one hand on the wall. All right, in this case, my left hand, and you want to be a good distance from the wall here. All right, I'm going to dip my head down. All right, and try to keep my back straight. I'm going to hopefully feel this stretch on the side of my upper back here. All right, we're getting our lat stretch. Now, I don't feel this as much in my left arm. My left arm's very unstable from my partial rotator cuff tear. All right, so I want you to be careful if you have that same issue, but just kind of gently kind of press your chest down to the floor. All right, kind of let that shoulder dip a little bit and feel that stretch on the side of the upper back there. All right, I'm going to give us 30 seconds for each side. Go ahead and start. I'm going to stick with my right arm actually here. I'll do my right arm twice rather than do my left arm. In fact, I even woke up this morning and that area of my rotator cuff that I injured almost a year ago was aching. So that's how I know my shoulders either I gotta keep doing some work on it, or I'm gonna have to just go get some surgery on it. 3, 2, 1, relax. All right, so let's switch arms here. I'm gonna stick with my right arm again. All right, we're gonna do the same thing. Go ahead and start. Just dip that chest down, dip that shoulder down. Try to feel that stretch on the side of the arm, or on the side of the upper back there. Almost done here. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Very nice. All righty. Now we can stay at the wall here. I want to go into our classic calf stretch. All right. One leg forward, one leg back. That nice staggered stance here. All right. And then we got to keep that back heel on the floor. If we remember, we'll go 30 seconds on each leg, starting right now. There we go. Very good. Got a lot of calf work today. We want to complement that with a good stretch. And we're going to switch legs here in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and switch legs. There we go. 30 more seconds here. We're doing great. So we're going to keep our breathing here as well. Keep your breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Very nice. Now, if we remember, we got some wrist work in the workout, so I want to complement that with some stretching here too. So we're going to go to our forearm series. All right, I'm going to stick one arm out, and I'm going to start with pulling my fingers back here. All right, pulling my fingers back. Go ahead. We'll get 30 seconds for each one here. There we go. So this is stretching the flexors, the wrist flexors. When we hyperextend the wrist, we're getting those flexors to stretch. Let's keep that breathing. Got 10 seconds left. Three, 2, 1. Relax. Go ahead. I'm going to switch arms now because we just had that arm being held up for 30 seconds. All right, I'm going to switch arms and do the same thing on the other hand. All right, go ahead. There we go. And I want to get progressive muscle relaxation in today because we will not be together on Friday. If we remember, we do not have class on Friday. I'll say it again at the end here. 3, 2, 1. Relax. All right, let's go back to the original arm here, and now we'll bring our fingers down. So now we're hyperflexing. I don't even know if that's a word. Go ahead. Hyperflexing that wrist, if that's even a thing, to get the extensors of the wrist to stretch this time. Might have a new term right there, hyperflex. 10 seconds left here. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Very nice. And we'll switch arms again. Let that one rest here. Okay. Same thing on the other arm here. Go ahead. This stopwatch isn't big, but it can kind of be a pain when I have to hold on to stuff. We're doing awesome. Keep that breathing. Ten seconds left here. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Very good. We got 2 stretches left here. Let me check my time. Awesome. All right. This next one can be on the floor or it can be from a chair. All right. But I want to go into our seated single leg hamstring stretch. So if we're on the floor, it would be the one where we're just sitting up nice and tall. All right. We've got one leg bent here like this. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing there. All right. And then just reaching for one toe. All right. I would even want the knee to be bent a little bit so we can get a little more hamstring in that way. We can also do that from the chair here. All right. Just making sure we have all the options where we are sticking one leg out and reaching for the toe, keeping the back nice and straight. Okay. I'd like to get 30 seconds on each leg here together in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. Now, having the leg bent is actually going to target the part of the hamstring that is focused on most when we are performing the RDL, that upper part of the hamstring more toward the glute. Let's keep our breathing. Three, 2, 1. Relax. All right, let's go ahead and switch legs here. All right, go ahead and start. Very good. Almost done here. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Very good. All right, so like I just said earlier, I'd like to get to our progressive muscle relaxation, and we've got 7 minutes to get it done here. We can be on the floor, we can be sitting in a chair, we can be standing if we want to. All right, whatever we're comfortable with, but I want to lie down on the floor here as if we were doing our whole body stretch. All right. Here we go. And I want to just go right into progressive muscle relaxation. So we're going to start off with the muscles of the head, face, and neck. All right. I'd like to go ahead and scrunch those up like we're biting into a lemon here in 3, 2, and 1. Remember, we hold these for 10 seconds. Keep your breathing up as well. 3, 2, 1. Relax. I want you to imagine that you're an ice cream cone sitting out on the park bench this morning, just melting into the floor, continuing to breathe. Let's go ahead and flex the muscles of the arms here. So we're going to clench those fists and squeeze those arms up to the shoulder in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. Three, 2, 1, relax. Just let yourself breathe. Now this next set, we really want to focus on our breathing. All right, that is the muscles of the abdomen. All right, so we're going to flex our core here in 3, 2, and 1. Remember to breathe here, very important. 3, 2, 1, relax. Very good. We have 3 sets left. 3 sets left. I want to go to the muscle of the upper leg, so the glutes, quadriceps, and hamstrings. We're going to flex here in 3, 2, and 1. Three, 2, 1, relax. Very good. Let's move on to the lower leg here. All right. Going to point those toes up to the nose. Flex the front and backs of the lower leg here, those calf muscles as well. In 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Very good. Let's knock out this last set here. Every muscle we can think of from head to toe. All right, just scrunching that face, pulling the toes up to the nose, everything here. In 3, 2, and 1. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Let's just let ourselves breathe here for about 30 seconds. Three, 2, and 1. Very nice. That's all that I have for you for today. Thank you all so much for participating.